Hey everyone, Ryan here, M&R Productions, and this is my updated rumor list for every LEGO Star Wars set releasing in spring of 2022. We have had revealed all 6 sets that are going to be releasing on January 1st. So of course, we have the Hoth ATST Polybag, which won't be at LEGO stores. You have to find that at Target and stuff. And then we have the Ahsoka Brickheadz, which is going to be $10. I don't know if this is a LEGO exclusive or not, or if you're going to be able to buy this at Target and Walmart and such. So we'll have to wait and see on that. We also do have the Razor Crest Microfighter for $10 releasing January 1st. We have the Defensive Hoth minifig pack with 3 Hoth Rebel Troopers and all of those accessories there. And then we have the Clone Command Post, which, you know, well, it's available if you want it. And then we also have the Hoth ATST and Snowtrooper Battle Pack for $50 and $20 respectively. So if you want to pick up everything on January 1st, it's only going to cost you about $125, which is pretty cheap for a January 1st wave, but that's because they've basically taken what January 1st waves used to be and spread them throughout the month. As far as I'm aware, nothing is going to be releasing February 1st, but when March rolls around, we should be getting at least 4 sets, possibly 5. So the 4 sets that we have confirmed for this rumor list for March 1st are going to be the Dark Trooper set, which is not a battle pack. It's just a set that happens to have 3 Dark Troopers. It has 3 Dark Troopers and then of course Luke Skywalker there up front. This set should include some bit of the hallway and one end or the other of the hallway. It only has 166 pieces. I mean, realistically, you have about 20 of those pieces into the minifigs, so you're really down to about 145 pieces for the build alone, which just isn't a lot, but it should still be a pretty cool set to get a bunch of Dark Troopers, and I think that's the main draw for this one for a lot of people, although who knows, maybe the build will surprise and actually be good. And just in the interest of keeping things in order, that is set number 75324. The next set coming out on March 1st is set number 75326, which is definitely one receiving a lot of hype as well, and that is Boba Fett's Jabba's Palace, right? Not Jabba's anymore, but now Boba Fett's Palace. This set is said to include 732 pieces and retail for $100 in the United States. Now, there's a lot to say about this set because I think it's important to set our expectations here somewhat reasonably, because a lot of people are expecting a better palace than what we had last time, or at least I've seen a few comments. I shouldn't say that. But that old palace only had 717 pieces. This new one has 732 pieces. It's only like a 20-piece increase, but the price is $20 less, and if you account for inflation on the old one, that's more like a $140 set today. So you're looking at a $40 or so difference in price and, you know, only 20 more pieces. I just do not expect the build to be bigger than what we had in 2012. I expect the build to be smaller, and I expect it to be more focused on just functionality versus looks like the 2012 version was. I could be wrong, but I just don't expect to have a full-fledged exterior of the palace that looks really beautiful. I really do hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see it with how few pieces we're working with at the price point we're working at. Now, as far as the minifigs go for this set, the like surefire figure, of course, is going to be Boba Fett. We can almost guarantee LEGO is still going to be using the same old crappy, wrong Boba Fett. Now, it's also rumored this set is going to be coming with 1 or 2 Gamorrean guards. I would guess 2, just given that in most of the scenes from the trailer, there's like 1 on each side of him, and that would just make a lot of sense to me. And then also, I don't even remember if this was rumored, but like Fennec Shan's gonna be in the set, right? So we'll get another Fennec Shand here probably. That just makes a ton of sense to get more of her. And then the rumor that I'm not sure if it's a rumor or not, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The Rancor could make an appearance in this set. The piece count is way off from what you would expect for a $100 set, so the Rancor could be the reason that it's so far away. Now, it could just be that you're using a lot of big pieces like we did with Jabba's Palace, and it's going to be something similar to that, who's to say. But I would guess it's more so because we have something like a Rancor taking up a lot of that price per piece there. And then finally, we do technically have a picture of this set with the throne. LEGO tweeted this picture at the beginning of November. It's the same old Boba Fett. It is not a different Boba Fett. The editing of the picture does make it look like it's a different color, but it's literally still the same old Boba Fett with the mismatched helmet and torso. But more important than that, we get our first look at what is probably going to be Boba Fett's throne build included in the set, and we can see that it will, I'm assuming they're going to be stickers in the set, but of course it looks like a print in the render. But we have the little Rancor faces on either side of him, and then just this very nice decor on the curved piece behind him. So So I think that looks really good, and that's going to be a nice centerpiece to the set potentially. So two other sets definitely releasing March 1st are 75327 and 75328. That is Luke Skywalker's helmet and the Mandalorian's helmet. Luke Skywalker's helmet is said to have 676 pieces for $60, and the Mandalorian helmet is said to have 584 pieces for $60. I'm hoping they use some extra shiny pieces for the Mandalorian helmet. That would make a lot of sense. They did it for the Thanos gauntlet, so I don't see why it wouldn't be done here. We can definitely expect that, I would say. I think that one should look really similar to Boba Fett's, so if you like that one, you'll like this one. If you didn't, then you're probably going to end up in the same boat. But yeah, for people that want a Mandalorian helmet, this is going to be great. Same for Luke Skywalker's pilot helmet, although I would definitely expect the Mandalorian helmet to be the more popular and more liked helmet. And then there's one more set supposedly coming out March 1st, set number 75343 for $60. No piece count attributed to that, but there was a rumor a while back that an AT-AT pilot helmet would be coming, and that seemed to have gotten canceled. And apparently this isn't that. Apparently this is a Dark Trooper helmet set, which is fantastic because that's going to go awesome side by side with the Mandalorian Din Djarin. So we should be getting, with this March 1st release, a Dark Trooper helmet set, just of the Dark Trooper helmet. I have no idea how good or bad this is going to look. I really hope they execute it well because it definitely has a lot of unique curves and lines and whatnot that you're going to have to get right on this. And of course, the red eyes got to be red. But yeah, this could definitely turn out really good. It could also turn out really bad. But that one is potentially coming out on March 1st as well, which is pretty exciting to see. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga may be coming out sometime between March and May. And with that, of course, is the LEGO Luke Skywalker with blue milk minifigure. These have been hanging around on eBay for a while even, so these are already produced, so we can expect the packaging to stay the same. I don't think they'll update the packaging to match what we're getting now with LEGO Star Wars packaging, which is somewhat unfortunate, but yeah, this figure should be available at some point this year, and likely that is going to happen in the spring. Now, LEGO seems to have finally wisened up and is actually going to be releasing more than one set on May 1st of 2022, my birthday. It's a great day. But we should have, you know, usually there's the May 4th set, which is the UCS set, but they never release anything else on May 1st, and it always struck me as odd is it was a great opportunity to release sets. They would even go so far as to release sets on like April 19th, which was like just 2 weeks before. Why not just release them on the day of? That's what always confused me. But regardless, we should have a few sets coming on that May 1st date, including the 75329 Death Star Trench Run with 666 pieces for $60. And thanks to Promo Bricks, we have some decent descriptions of these sets here. The Trench Run is said to be about 26 studs wide and on a black base, which was obvious, I think, given that it's going to be an 18+ set. There'll be a turbo laser, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, pursued by Darth Vader's TIE Advanced and 2 other TIE fighters, and apparently the builds are about the size of polybag builds. Now the next set is 75330, Training on Dagobah with 1,002 pieces for $80. This one is supposed to be substantially larger than the Death Star Trench diorama at about 50 studs by 20 studs. Apparently Yoda's hut takes up about 2/3 of the model, has a large tree root for the first time, and there's some gray storage boxes, of course, that Luke lifts up. We had that actually in the previous set, as well as small little baby's first Yoda's hut here. Now the reason the piece count is so big apparently is because it uses a lot of 1x1 trans green tiles for the swamp, so that makes a lot of sense. Small pieces cost less, and therefore you're going to get a lot more pieces for your money. And then the minifigs included will be Yoda, Luke, and R2-D2. Unfortunately, all too predictable there. I was hoping we'd get like the Darth Vader Luke scene, but unfortunately that's just not happening. And then we have the LEGO Star Wars tile at the bottom, and then Yoda's quote, "Do or do not try" on a 2x6 tile. So these quote bricks are looking pretty good there. And then there's another unnamed set to be releasing May 1st of 2022 with set number 75339, and this could be, you know, they say there's apparently a Death Star trash compactor, and this could potentially be the Death Star trash compactor that is rumored. It's one of those wild rumors that's out there, but if it is this set, it would include Han Solo and Luke in their Stormtrooper outfits, and then it would also include Chewbacca and Princess Leia, the 2x4 LEGO Star Wars tile, and Han's quote on the 2x6 tile. One thing's for sure, we're all gonna be a lot thinner. So definitely some very interesting potential 18+ dioramas all coming out on May 1st, all of course from the original trilogy. And then to top it off for your May 4th and technically releasing on May 1st UCS set, Luke's Landspeeder, fellas. Yep, that's right. You probably have heard it by now, but the $200 Luke's Landspeeder should be coming out on that day. We don't know the piece count yet, but $200, and it should have Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 as your minifigs there. I've said it before and I'll say it again, Luke's Landspeeder was so overdue for a UCS rendition. It is one of the more iconic things in Star Wars and LEGO Star Wars that they keep making. It needed to be done in UCS. There's definitely a lot of other better options that should have been released right then and there, such as Boba Fett Slave 1, because that is like really hot right now, of course, with Book of Boba Fett just coming out. It doesn't make a lot of sense for them not to release Boba Fett Slave 1, but the current strong rumor is Luke's Landspeeder, and I believe that is what's going to be coming out on May 1st. And then the final set that we have a release date for is for June 1st, and that is a untitled Book of Boba Fett set with an unknown amount of pieces, but it's apparently going to cost $70. So that could be anything. I would imagine it would be something of like for the bad guy of Boba Fett, because we have Boba Fett's Palace for Boba Fett, so you kind of need something to oppose that, or so. I just feel like there's something there that we could get from Book of Boba Fett that would make a lot of sense, but obviously we don't know much about what's in the show, so I can't like pull up ships and bases and be like, oh, it could be this, it could be that. I would just guess it's something from the bad guys. Now, that's not all of our rumors, though. There are a couple of other far-fetched, out there rumors that aren't like as confirmed as these rumors, I would say, but there's a potential that we're getting a Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Brickheadz to go with the Kenobi show, which is really exciting. I think that's a duo that makes a lot of sense, and that Darth Vader Brickheadz was so long ago, I think it's time for them to definitely do a new rendition, and then pairing him with Obi-Wan, of course, because of the show having that fight or rematch would make a ton of sense. And then the other big rumor that's been floating around that has a lot more credibility to it now is the Republic fighter tank. That was said to be the Republic fighter tank along with Mace Windu and 2 of his purple clone troopers, and it just seemed so outlandish at the time when I first reported on it 2 or 3 months ago. But since LEGO re-released the Clone Commander in another cheaper set for January of this year, it would be totally unfair of them to not also re-release Mace Windu in a cheaper set. And in a vacuum, this rumor of the Republic fighter tank made very little sense, but it was rumored to be the set that Mace Windu's in, and now they have to have a set to put Mace Windu into. There's a lot of dots connecting there that shouldn't be connecting, and they're connecting, so I would put a greater than 50% chance that this one's coming out next year. Far from a guarantee, but you know, it's definitely out there, and in my opinion, way more credible now that they've re-released the Clone Commander. It's either this set comes out with Mace Windu, or it's another half measure from LEGO, which are all too common at this time. Now, of course, that's just the sets for the spring, and there will be plenty more sets in the summer. I did a video yesterday going through all the prices of those summer sets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the latest LEGO Star Wars news. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and you can catch more content on the end screen now. Peace out.